Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Second down. But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield straight.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready. Now a 2nd down and 6. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown Raiders. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Carried by the wide receiver. Bradley Chubb on the tackle. He's brought down back at the 40-yard
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing again on second down. Tua, that's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Tua. Now he's forced out left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, he'll buy some time. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means it had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Up to the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Ready, yellow, line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Carr now on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
That brings us second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
6-18.
Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 11. Here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. A first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 734.
Carr. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. He's got room past the 30, down the left sideline. He's to the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Johnson on the counter. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the defense loses him. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to let it go again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for. Exactly what they need.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing on first down is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball around the other side. They were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have. And all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Dolphins 47, Raiders 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Miami,